Is it working now? It should be working now. Why is the desktop audio not working either? Wow. Across the board, everything was broken. Yeah, no, nothing was muted. OBS decided to go with default, and by default, they meant nothing, I guess. Hi, everybody. I said hi before. I saw a Billy. I saw a cloud. I saw a blood. I hope you're doing well. Glad you stayed. Yeah, I wouldn't have picked up on it. Oh my goodness. Oh, that would have been hilarious. Okay. Enough comedy. Time for art. Thank you, Billy. I appreciate it. Now go, get out of here. Quick. This leaf here kind of speaks to my big problem that I'm having at the moment. And that is gradients in general. My gradients are a little bit too dimensional, where I think to myself, okay, gradient, we're going from one contrast element to another. So either white to black, or orange to blue, or pink to green, or whatever. But that's not really, I need a little bit more movement in the color. So I need to be prepared to shift tone and chroma simultaneously. Plus, I have a little bit of an issue with identifying lightness versus desaturation. Because sometimes they can get a little bit wibbly wobbly with each other. Oh, 18 is not bad at all. What are you using your 18 for? What was that? Is that a confident entrance into the tavern through the saloon doors? Just, hey, double finger guns. How you going, Dust? How's your day been? I saw the weather. I'm so freaking jealous of your weather. Dropped in from the ceiling, 3-point light. Oh, it's impressive. It's impressive. We were so impressed, we didn't even think about the fact that it meant that you probably slept up in the rafters last night. Oh, whoa, where did he come from? That's cool. magic. Yeah, no, that's fair. I'm so jealous of the snow. Oh my goodness. I wouldn't be having trouble getting to sleep if it was snowing and I was having to like bundle up in blankets. I'd be having the best time. Go to sleep every night with a smile on my face. Right. Yeah. Yeah. For me, it's not even the going to bed bit. Like, I'll go to bed plenty early. I'll go to bed at 10, turn off all my electronics, you know, put on some music to listen to or something, and I'll try to conk myself out. But then I just get all fidgety, you know? And it's not just like, I want to get up and I want to play my video games. It's not that. It's literally just, I can't find a comfortable spot. The bed is too hot. My pillow is too hot. I feel like I'm full of energy. Like, I feel almost like I've got adrenaline running through my system. Oh, boom! 18! Welcome to the 18 club. Had a couple of 18s so far, my goodness. How you doing, Bebop? I saw that you went live the other day. What were you streaming? I was out and about at the time, so I couldn't join, but I'm curious to know regardless. Do map again? Yeah, yep. The one that you showed me last time, right? You're still speedrunning it? Yeah. Okay, here's where we try vibrating the color a little bit. We go into a grey turquoise for this shadow element there. And then for the tips of the leaf, let's go into a yellow. See if that adds complexity and energy to the darn thing. Speedrunning because the map still hurts your head trying to be... Yeah, fair. Do you reckon you'll get into speedrunning it properly? Or are you just... Heck, you just enjoying running through it normally? think the reason why this leaf doesn't work, like that bit there doesn't work, is because of how rigid it is. I think I'd be fine with that element flopping over if the rest of the leaf had a little bit of curl to it. Yeah, because as soon as I get rid of that, it makes a little bit more sense. Or if there is to be a flop to it, it's flopping away from the camera completely, so you don't even get to see that element. That. Not only does it have hard demons, but also infinite hallways, hard to deal with. It's just been busy. Yeah, fair. Have you beaten it like over an extended period of time yet? Recently? Yeah, fair. Is it the kind of thing that you would want to speedrun? Because there can be a satisfaction with struggling to beat something and then switching it over to being a speedrun game that you do, and then getting mastery over it to the point where you could do it with your eyes closed. No, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm late, if anything. I should have started about an hour ago, but I didn't. I was too busy skydiving, you see. I did eventually crash through my ceiling and get hooked up to OBS, but later than I'd wanted to start. Thinking I beat that map in 8 minutes. Well, there you go. That's the thing, right? Is that's why I find speed runs of, say, like Dark Souls incredibly impressive, because I know how difficult the game is just as is. So doing so with like none of the weapons apart from like one decent one that you get off of the dragon, like the dragon's tail, I think, towards the start. Like no good armor, no resources, and just memorizing patterns and like cheesing boss. It's super, super, super impressive. So the harder the more difficult the base game is, the more impressive the speedrun. No, you're good, Squid. You're good. Just testing different colors for the background at the moment. I wish I could have something darker, maybe. Well, that's not bad. I do like that blue. Beat Fallout New Vegas in 13 minutes, needs to be studied in a lab. But it's super impressive, right? Hollow Knight speedruns lately, almost mostly meme speedrun. Yeah, that's no. Meme speedruns have their own definite appeal. Like, speaking of the blue coloration in the background, there's a speedrun of Mario Kart called Blue Percent, where the goal of the speedrun is to be hit by your own blue shell as quickly as possible. Which you can only do by being in second, throwing a blue shell, and then speeding up to first. But the way that they go about it is insane. I highly recommend it. There's a really, really, really cool video on it on YouTube. Magnum let them fly 3 minutes of the run. The character... yeah, there are a few speedruns like that actually, where like the vast majority of the speedrun's time is just this, like the opening cutscene. It leads to some speedruns just cutting cutscene timing completely, or like allowing a save state, so you're allowed to start as the cutscene ends, so you can load a save from there and get started from there, which I think is valid. If if 90% of the speedrun is the cutscene, why not just like chop it out? And unlock horrors again. You're invested. Did you end up giving the Magnus Protocol a go? Is it, what is it, Archive? I think it might be Archive. One of the two. They're both a thing, but I can't remember which comes first. Any percent, all major glitches speedrun had to be split into with and without menu storage because it breaks the game so badly it's barely a speedrun. Yeah, that reminds me of there's a Mario 64 speedrun category where it's like credits percent, and it's they've distinguished this because there's a glitch that you can do at the very, very start of the game to immediately warp to credits. So yeah, like no, there are definitely speedruns like that. I think there's the same with Zelda. There's like Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time. There's a method of warping like opening a chest and getting any item that you need. And there are categories for with and without that glitch. 25-hour minimum game is 13 minutes. So one was 23 minutes for NCR ending. NCR? No critical Roombas. Rewatching the series Doctor Nowhere because it's really good. Yeah, fair. Speaking of watching older stuff, I just finished watching Tombstone. The actual reason why I was late today, I finished watching Tombstone. That is a very good movie. Really, really, really enjoy. A little bit of like, you know, hoorah masculinity stuff, but I mean, like, it's of the time, right? Really, really, really enjoyable. There are a couple of actors that didn't quite deliver, shall we say, believable performances, but then there were other actors in that film that are just incroyable. The obvious one is Val Kilmer. Everybody gets enthusiastic about him, but no, there are quite a few really, really, really good ones. Main menu storage lets you keep the main menu open on top of your game, so you can have several game states at once and combine rooms, and it's just weird. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you can like walk into one room and get the item from a second room from the first room because you're technically in both and stuff like that. Yeah, okay. A very simplified way of saying it, but yeah. Funny Fallout 3 subcategory called Sex Percent, and it's like sub 2 minutes. New California Republic, so 23 to get the end of... okay, right. Yeah, because I'm not familiar with the different sub-factions. I thought that sub-factions only really played a part in 4. I mean, hey, goes to show how little I know. Darken this bit here. If I were to speedrun, this is a big if, and by if I mean I will not speedrun. I'll just get that out of the way from now. It would be in a game with really fun movement. First one that comes to mind is Mario Odyssey. Just because of how many movement options are inherently at your disposal. Obviously, when you're perfecting a speed run, it's less to do with movement and more to do with memorizing movement, which is fine, but just I get a real kick out of performing very technical things. Like in fighting games, for example, I really enjoy learning particular combos. It's very technical, but a lot of it is just memorization, right? It'd be the same thing. It'd be really, really fun to be able to pull off something very, very, very technical. 16-hour speedrun. They found a new skip, and now it's like a 20-hour. Wait, what? But why would it go up in time? They found a new skip to make the run shorter, and then the run got extended by 4 hours? Low percent. I would have thought that low percent is get the least amount that you can, right? How to cut out another percent of game completion, but it's even more grind. Ah, right. So the criteria of what the lowest amount of the game that you can complete. Got it. Yeah, okay. Okay. I see. Slight conversation shift. Is anyone working on anything at the moment? I'm curious. Ads in 1 minute. Thank you, Tavern bot. Appreciate. Horror character. Have had art block for ages. Need to fix it. Yeah, that's fair. I presume you haven't done horror before. It's a good idea to try to broaden your horizons. Yeah, do it. Slapping random stuff on the page is half the fun. Tidying up a bit before heading out for lunch with a friend. Whoa, nice. What's for lunch? I've been enjoying my lunches. I don't think I mentioned. Maybe I did. Let me know if I did. This year I've started meal prepping. So on a Sunday after I finish my grocery shop, I'll prepare a bunch of meals as well. And it's been going really, really, really well. It's I had a problem with not eating as much as I probably should have. Definitely should have last year. And that's completely, it's curbed the problem entirely. Reindeer pizza, oh my goodness. Rudolph, no. No, fair. What does reindeer taste like? Got inspired to make this character just from watching an edit of Bill Cipher. Bill Cipher, I'm not familiar. Bill. Bill Cipher, the science guy. Ah, right. From Gravity Falls. Yeah, cool. So a little bit more of an abstract character, right? Yeah, that's cool. So that's what you mean by you're just slapping things at the page. You're working with like silhouettes and stuff. Cool. I should do more abstract imagery design. It seems really free. Liberating. Okay. And to just very quickly, loosely build up layers here. Kind of making generalized reference to shape. So I kind of go, hey, you know it, you love it, ivy leaf. And then your brain goes, it's all ivy leaves. It does the quick maths for you. You're not sitting there rendering every single ivy leaf, but your imagery kind of does the work for you. Is the plan, is the hope, is the dream. Have you watched Gravity Falls? I've only caught a couple of episodes here and there, but I've really enjoyed what I have seen. By a couple of episodes here and there, I mean like I started watching the series. Like started episode 1 through 3 or 4, maybe. And then I've sporadically seen some other episodes in there as well. Yeah, that's fair. It's hard to get the time to just sit down and watch a TV series, I'm finding. To actually start watching the Dragon Prince. Yeah, no, that's fair. You've watched Gravity Falls? Did they finish the series? Or is it one of the ones where they did? Okay. For some reason, I had it in my head. It was one of the ones that was in the it got really good, but then Cartoon Network or whatever cancelled the series. Fuck it, I don't know why. Maybe I just assumed, oh, it's a good show, they must have cancelled it. To be fair though, that accurately maps onto a lot. One of few shows where they went, this is how many episodes we want to make, and then did it, and then didn't make a sequel. Ah, okay, so it's got like a really rounded ending that helps to shape the whole thing. Cool, 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 cool. That's Netflix. Cartoon Network at least waited until they ended the shows. I don't know. Because Our House was Cartoon Network, wasn't it? And that got cancelled preemptively. And then there were a couple of other shows from Cartoon Network that got the similar treatment. That I've heard of anyway. I mean, they do an alright job. Adventure Time got its full duration and then some. I mean, Adventure Time is massive, so that's to be expected. I think you're right, though, where it's Netflix that has the... Netflix has the reputation that anything successful gets cancelled like that. Welcome back, Billy. Well, that's 3 natty ones in the one stream. Dice, is there something you want to share with us? Something you're not telling us? 2 from you, yeah. I mean, the amount of times that you guys have gone fishing for ones specifically. Billy, you should be over the moon. You didn't have to fish for them at all. Yeah, Z? Duster's nowhere near getting a 1. Oh my goodness. 3 for 3. I feel as though you were wanting it too much. Yeah. A 12 isn't bad. Billy, it's you and it's Cloud who... Billy, you are uber cursed. Oh my goodness. Welcome, Radical. You've come at the perfect time to witness Billy's about to spontaneously explode, apparently. Billy has rolled 3 natural 1s in a row. Yeah. Everybody stand back. Everyone stand back. He's got to do a flip. Hey, there we go. It's that easy. Only 3 natty 1s in a row. It's fine. I mean, it's not like I've killed a couple of creatures recently and their disembodied spirits are haunting this establishment. That would be crazy. It'd be crazy. Who even said that? My goodness. No. You have no proof? Washing your hands clearly isn't part of the ritual. True. No, I got tomato sauce all over my hands. Oh, jeez. Try and get some of your luck back. Yeah. That is actually canonically, just so you're aware, if your luck is suffering, petting Quill does actually restore it. I don't make the rules. I simply communicate them. By the way, BT dubs. Well, I've got a few people. I was having a think about it, and I reckon for the month of Feb, even though we're almost a week in at this point, I wish to make the prompt for the month of Feb for the monthly art fair human enough. I like it. I really, really, really like it. It's simple. It's really like visually evocative, and it's open to enough interpretation to where you could kind of do whatever you want with it. But it still gives you like a push. So yeah, I've renamed the channel in the server. So as soon as you have anything that you'd like to put together for it, boom, post it in there. Wardrobe is too small, as in the amount of have come to the conclusion you owe too many. Ah, right. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say. Now you have that song stuck in your head. There you go, boom. Yeah, it's closer to an art jam where it's just sharing anything to do with the prompt. No sense of competition to it. You're gonna center? Yeah, shoot it through. I'm keen. But yeah, I'll have that written up and I'll send it sometime tomorrow. But yeah, human enough. If you have any questions, feel free to ask away. DM me any questions that you might have. No stress. However you want to go about it. But general rule of thumb, it's just like easy breezy, chill. You sent it? Nice. Very horror theme. Yeah. Reminds me of... Oh, the white background is a little bit blinding. I apologize. Especially when it's the size of the sun. But there we go. Very nice. Very nice. It reminds me of the helmet design for the Mouth of Sauron, which is very, very, very cool. There are also creatures like it's graphic, so don't look it up if you get squeamish. But Cenobites from what's it called? Hellraiser, I think is the series. Where they've got like a really simplistic, messed up, like character design. And it gives me that kind of vibe. It's very cool. Very, very, very cool. No, it's good. You've got a good start there, I think. But yeah, how are we going today? I think I asked before. Radical, I hope you're doing well. I am jealous of everybody living up north because everybody's going, oh no, it's snowing and it's cold. Oh, I need the heat. Oh, my blanket isn't warm enough. Frick you. Been cooked alive, like 42 degrees. Switch. We need to have some sort of like Freaky Friday situation go on where I get sent up north and everybody up north gets sent south. We'll see who survives. It won't be me because I'll die in bliss. Finally surrounded by snow, but my point still stands. Keep the whole grayscale thing. It works, yeah. Yeah, sure. There's a... I've raided them a couple of times, but there's a raider named Luna Blom, who she does sort of your classic black and white grayscale horror designs, like horror light. They're not super graphic. They're just creepy. So if you want to look into her work, that could... yeah, I was going to say. Yeah. 28 and rainy. It's gross. Not only are we upside down, but also upside down burning. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like holding a candle upside down, where the wax is just getting absolutely blistered by the flame. Oh, I'm unbelievably jealous. It's ridiculous. Thanks for offering, Billy, though. Squid was way ahead of you, though. Knowledge. Okay, the wall behind is a little bit too simplistic for my taste. I can't. I need to add something. I have. I have slept in ice before, in like a little ice igloo. Well, it was like negative 20 outside, I think. That was that was an experience. My goodness, if that was my nightly ritual, is to go in ice and fall asleep in ice. Oh, I'd fall asleep in a heartbeat. Had an igloo on campus. Oh, that'd be so much fun. Oh my goodness, yes. You know what I really want to do more of? I've tried ice sculpting once, and it was really fun. Really fun. I think I'd go with something very different the second time, because I did, believe it or not, this is going to shock you, I did a little landscape piece in ice. I did like a big rolling hill with like a little cottage on top with trees. Like that's what I did in my art, because I'm a one trick pony. What can I say? But it was interesting because, given the format, believe it or not, you can't really do that kind of detail, unless you're doing things like adding like crushed ice to elements, to add texture and stuff. Because the big problem was that because the ice is just completely transparent, basically, you lost all nuance. But it'd be something that I'd want to give a go again, knowing how it turned out the first time. To have all the D2 expansions on PC, or do you instead only spend like $15 to get heaps of cool items from Eververse? Ooh. It depends. The thing that would motivate me would be, do I intend to play enough to get my money's worth from whatever I'm making the purchase of? So if you're getting Eververse items, are you going to play enough with those cosmetics to where it would be worth it? Or if you're getting the PC expansions, will you play enough on PC to make that cost worth it? You got denied a refund of Caves of Cud? How long did you have it for? That would probably make sense, given that it's usually like a 24 to 48 hours. Oh, yeah, okay. If it was only 53 minutes, then I was going to say, usually it's a 24 hours, maybe sometimes a 48-hour return policy. That might be why. That might be why. I'm not sure how that works, actually. Let me quickly look it up. Steam return policy based on when played or owned. Within 14 days of purchase and has been played for less than 2 hours. So, yeah. So, if it was in... Sounds like it's well within 2 hours, but was it within 14 days of purchase? Yeah, that would be why. Two-hour playtime and or like a week of... Yeah, okay. Yeah, that seems to be where the issue lies. Sorry, bud. But yeah, the thing that will usually inform my game purchases is are things along the lines of how expensive was the game to buy? How much do I play the game? Do I play the game more than the cost of what it was to buy? In the set, like if the game was $15 to buy, and I've played like 100 hours of it, and I intend to play it for 100 more, right? Then, you know, heck, I might. I mean, I don't buy cosmetics, but like in this hypothetical world, I might consider purchasing cosmetics for the game just because like the game has given me my money's worth and then some, and I want to sort of invest in the developers a little bit. But if it's like a Destiny where every few months you're being charged like $30 or whatever it is for the latest expansion pass or whatever, and then like dungeon keys separately, and I don't know, the Destiny payment model just feels like you're inherently being nickel and dimed. So the idea of wanting to support them above and beyond that, I don't know. It feels really personally not worth it for me. But I'm not the kind of person who makes, like, as I said, like cosmetic purchases. So I'm not the intended audience. I cannot really give advice. Ornament for the exotic class item, which stacks with a hoodless helm that makes the class item have glowing threads. Have 1,200 silver left from old gift cards. Each of the ornaments you're considering are 800. Right, okay, so 800, which would leave you with 400 silver left. So you'd need to make another purchase of what? 1,200, I think, to get the remaining. Even $5 to $7 would be enough. Yeah, but like, I don't know. If you're happy to lose that $5, I reckon that's fine. The repurchase on PC seems excessive unless you actually intend to fully swap over to PC. I don't know. It's just the payment model rubs me the wrong way. Yeah. Yep. I don't know. Coming back to that game and figuring out that I needed to spend like basically $800 to get everything is just gross. Bought it all already. Yeah. Yep. No, it's one of those games. I don't know. I would have way less of an issue if Destiny was exclusively 4861 from Humble Bundle. Yeah, fair. Okay. Yeah, where it's like gives you everything. Yeah. No, it's worth it for like new time players, but no. If you've got everything already, it's not worth. If Destiny was like a PlayStation, a PC exclusive game where, like a World of Warcraft, you could keep all your content on live, I don't think I'd have that much of an issue, but it's a combination of how expensive it is, combined with the regularity of payment, combined with the fact that a vast majority of the content is just not playable anymore, is, I don't know, it is yuck. There's too many things that are bad. To a WoW subscription, pay $100 a year for the expansion, including the season passes. Oh, for sure. But the key difference between WoW and Destiny 1 is you can play WoW's content whenever you want. Whereas Destiny, you're paying for content that's going to be around for a year and then it's going to get permanent deleted. Big ad break. Huge. gameplay type. WoW won't sustain my attention, whereas Meshu is feeling lonely in D2 lately because no one to play with. The content is still fantastic in bursts. Yeah, that's fair. I don't necessarily disagree that the content is good. It's just it could be the best game ever. But if it contractually requires me to play with regularity, or it's less that and more feeling like, why would I play this content if it's just going away? Like it doesn't mean anything. It's so not important that they're axing it, right? It feels like filler. It feels like you're playing through anime filler, you know? Exploring the Dreadnought looks great. Yeah, fair. I have not uninstalled Slay the Spire yet. In my defense, I have no defense. When struggling to sleep for the last couple of days, it's been helpful to not go insane by having Slay the Spire, where I can just turn off my brain and pass a bit of time just to stop my brain from spiraling. Rift of the Necrodancer? Is that a sequel? Oh, because Crypt, right? Crypt of the Necrodancer was the first one. Rift of the Necrodancer sounds like a potential format change, but it could be straight up a sequel. Rift of the Necrodancer. Yeah, it's a Guitar Hero style. Yep, fair. So it was in early access, and that was what you were playing before. Right. Ugh, new game generation, like new gaming sensibilities where it's like, that game's coming out. I've played a bunch already. It's not bad, actually. I don't mind it. It's just it's a bit weird. Get it tomorrow when it launches. Oh no. I mean, hey, if you enjoyed it, by all means, as long as it's not a case of I got it and then I never played it, or I got it and then after 5 minutes I stopped playing and I haven't touched it since. We played the few demo songs a lot for a few weeks. Yeah, fair. No, heck, if you enjoy it, by all means. I have noticed that you've been jumping from game to game a little bit, just a smidge. But, I mean, you've been investing time in each of them, which is good. Like, it doesn't feel like you've played them once and dropped them. Except for cut up, but that's fine. Should I check to see if Dust fell asleep again? In his comfortable duvet. Dust, you don't... yeah, wake up, Dust. You don't have any plans for today that you'd potentially be running late for, would you? Do you need me to wake you up? I can yell. I shouldn't, but I could. Okay. If you say so. Songs that last a few minutes. You've played 2.5 hours of the demo. That way. Yeah, fair. I foresee you potentially getting spoiled for options where it's like, oh, I could do any song under the sun. Trying a few, then kind of getting overwhelmed for choice and being like, oh, well, I don't really know what song. I'll just play something else. Is a pattern, maybe, that I've spotted, but I could be entirely wrong, and my bad if I am. Go through the yeah, okay, fair. It's probably not that expensive either. So, yeah, why not? Go for your life. Go for your life. Be free, my son. Yeah. Yep. No, I mean, you were showing me the... you showed me the animations. No, it's very boppy. It's fun. This got your apartment back into usable state. Nice. No, it's always helpful to have like a default to return to. Everybody always gives the advice like, you know, your surroundings reflect your your current like mental. If your workspace is, you know, is cluttered, then it, you know, a cluttered workspace is a cluttered mind, or whatever it is, whatever the idiom is. But it's entirely freaking true. If you're struggling to pay attention to stuff, some of it may be because your workspace is just cluttered as all heck. Rest is later, Dust's problem. I mean, you've done a good job. Oh, as in the rest of it. Yeah, okay. I thought you were going to say, like, resting. I was going to say, you've done a pretty good job. You could rest now, I reckon, based on that performance. It's supposed to work for you. You shouldn't work for you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's supposed to be a help, not a hindrance. In a pile works for you, you don't have to organize. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Yeah. I get an element of that in the sense that I tend to have organized chaos around me, where if I have something lying next to me on my desk, sort of cluttered, if somebody were to move that and clean it up, it would interfere with my system, even though my system is mess. Da, da. Okay, so building up a volume of leaves definitely helps. And sharpening them as well also definitely helps. Just going through now and applying the one highlight tone throughout the rest of the vine where I'm seeing it. Bit peckish. Considered grabbing an early lunch before remembering you have lunch plans. Getting soup like an hour before you're supposed to grab pizza is probably not a good idea. I mean, it depends how small the soup is and it depends how small the pizza is, but generally speaking, yeah, you're probably right. If you really, like, if anything, staying peckish and then turning up to this to this lunch meetup and just destroying a pizza. I don't know, is that good form or bad form? You got a copy of the Die in the Dungeon game? The game's awesome. Nice. Glad to hear, glad to hear. I've added it to my wish list, so I'll pick it up when I get a bit of extra cash. But yeah, is that a good look or a bad look if you turn up to a lunch get together and you just absolutely destroy the meal in front of you? You know, like, oh, I'm enthusiastically enjoying this meal. It's really good. It's not out yet. When it comes out, obviously. Over someone coming in and not eating. Yeah, that's true. No, that is true. Well, that's my thought, right? Is like, at least if you're sitting with somebody who's enthusiastically devouring this meal, I mean, you've got a bit to talk about, right? I suppose, I mean, you can have a conversation about like, oh, why aren't you eating your food? Is it bad? But I don't know. I feel like it would be way more enjoyable to be like, this pizza is delicious. What about yours? Hiya, Cloud. You should be looking to sleep soon, bud, if you can. I know, it's tough. But if you're finding that you are falling asleep and I am distracting you, please. I insist. But yeah, welcome, buddy. I am currently drawing leaves. Because my eye is weak as all heck. Played a bunch of the demo as well. Nice. Can confirm it's still snowing. Yeah. Well, you know what that means? It means that there's going to be plenty of snow that you can send my way. You guys have plenty. We'll do it like this, okay? A cup of snow for you, 2 cups of snow for me. A cup of snow for you, 2 cups of snow for me. Should work out just fine. You won't even notice. It's fine. If 2/3 of your snow went missing, you'd blink and you'd miss it, you know? Is it cold where you are at the moment as well, Cloud? Because I'm getting cold envy. Like crazy. Curse you, hemispheres. Just under freeze. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not like everyone has the best weather ever, and you have the worst weather ever, Harley. It's not like that's the case. No, it's fine. I'm upset. Yeah, because I do, Billy. No, that is entirely no, Billy. No. Now that I think about it, you bring up a very good point. At least I don't have your weather. No, that's a good point. True. All of these early birthdays, my goodness. That's what I'm saying. My birthday's in actual winter. In Southern Hemisphere winter. So it's way cooler. Not actually, just because our winter we dropped to a nice and cool 12 degrees. So very, very literally not cooler than yours, but no. Next, you're going to say that canonically winter happens around Christmas time, and that's not true. It's not true at all. I live in denial. Boo! That's amazing. I walked straight into the Nile on that one. Yeah. I'm curious to see. I imagine that I'll be able to render a couple of leaves really nicely. And then that will just carry the rest of it. I imagine. That's my hypothesis, is I can render like 3 leaves across the whole thing, and it'll just elevate the whole bunch. But that's just a theory, an art theory. Wait, Billy. Does that mean that your camera is usually horizontal? It's just we're getting a vertical view because that's how it's cropped? Because that's one heck of a cropping if that's the case. Wow. Yeah, I didn't notice at all. Okay. Cut through there. Cut through there. Real full camera span it. Oh, of course. So you've got the same camera set up. Okay. Great session, by the way. So funny in between serious moments. I needed it. Yeah, I mean, that was good. If you can count on anything, it's my character being a doofus. So, I got you. Don't even worry about it. Okay, let's quickly jump underneath here. Shadow. Oh, cheers. I should actually drink. Let me grab my water. Yeah, no stress. Cheers. Kink. Did I end up grabbing a snack? I don't think I did. No, I've got food. I have food. I do have food. Which I will eat in... Let's see, how long have I been live for? An hour and 30? Okay. When this ad starts playing, I'll go grab my food. Let's do it that way. Just adding a little bit of darker area underneath just so that the silhouette doesn't look as flat as it currently does. Then we jump in here, we add some of that definition to a couple of spots here and there. Just again, that idea of rendering one or two leaves just to give the impression of higher definition across the whole thing. Ads. Food. And here you are without ads. Well, welcome. You would have been privy to that whole thing then. Sorry. The flavor of tonight, once again, is Nando's. Hello, paintbrush. Occupying my face once again. Okay. I think the silhouette is good. It's just a little bit blurry. Oh, this is excellent. Check this out. Oh my, you can't see it. Oh. This is great. I can use it as a literal actual face shield. Can't see me eating at all. Help, I'm being censored. It's at this point here where I think my next step is to identify a brush to use in this scenario. Because the thought has crossed my mind, if I were painting this with acrylic, like with acrylic paint, I would be using a different brush, or I'd be using a specific brush technique in order to get the crispness of the leaves for this next step. And I think as soon as I have that thought, I need to find digital brushes. Sitting in one corner of the screen, that's yeah, exactly. Of his own volition. Yeah, exactly, 100%. So yes, I think the next step is to look for a brush. I've got plenty. Like I've bought a couple of brush suites over the years. So finding a specific brush will be like the perfect brush is in the suite somewhere. I just need to find it. That'll be the challenge. How do people eat on stream? It's so... I feel so self-conscious doing it. Oh my goodness. But Harley's gotta eat. What am I gonna do? I think if I can find a thin brush, like a thin sharp brush, I should be good. It'll fit the criteria of what I'm looking for. Okay, I'll quickly go wash my hands and I'll be able to. The BRB is going to be so short. There's no point putting it. Alright. That's enough censorship for now. do think the camera needs to shift though. I don't know what's... Something happened with it. Like, something happened with my camera. Would have been like a week ago, where all of the settings reset. So it focused on a different part of like a different part of its scope. Like it focused on a different part. Like the colors changed, the white balance changed. Like everything got reset back to factory settings, which I don't know what it is, because it happened with OBS as well before with my volume. Hi, welcome back. Holding fit. The height's fine. Is it the zoom? It might be the zoom. You have a problem. What's your problem? What's your problem? You have no motivation. Well, don't do it then. It's fine. As I said, as soon as you don't feel like doing a thing, don't do it. New interactive functions or elements? Fair. Well, then do those ones. Do you mean for your stream? Oh, for mine. Right. I'm not sure, actually, in terms of new stuff. A lot of it is on my end. Like, I know that I want to replace this, the portrait up the top. I know I want to replace that with an animated portrait of a character's like eyes moving around. I know I want that. But again, that's entirely on me. I know that I want the alert widget to play on the starting soon screen. Again, that's on me. In terms of completely new functionality, I'm not sure. I need to think of a new way of formatting my my countdown for when I'm switching from like the study part of stream over to the whatever else I'm working on part of stream. That, I guess, if I could fit that somewhere into my my UI. Happy with my alert system tied with the D20. I mean, it's functional at the moment. I hadn't really considered something else. Dry media brushes, mixer brushes, special effects. Smudge tools, thick heavy brushes, painterly brushes. But that's already in chat. I feel like that would be a bit overkill to have it up on the stream as well. Master brushes, you say? I mean, you say that, but I'm not seeing. Ooh, ooh. No, that's not what I want. Ooh. Billy. You can't keep hopping back and forth. You're breaking the balance. No, not the canvas brush either. thin, sharp brush. What have you got for me? Something, right? Surely. I do like this brush. I do like it. It's got quite a bit of grit to it. But not exactly what I need right now. Good to know. Spirit. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Oracle? No, again. Natural flat brush. That's gouache. But this is kind of what we're looking for here. Oh, there we go. This brush. This brush right here. Yes. We have liftoff. Excellent. You're on opposite ends? I did notice that, actually.
A soul for a soul. The price has been paid.
That'd be fun to play. Yeah, Liar's Bar. I don't love the fact that they use AI voices, though. The actual dice. Yeah, that's fair. The Liar's Dice. Yeah. It's been so long since I've seen that. How does the game work again? You have to call higher than the previous call, either by face or by quantity, until the next person calls you, and if you're lying, you're out. If you're right, you're out. If you're right, they're out. Less about lying, more about bluff, and what the others have. It goes based on total of all die. Is it a blind call? Or do you know the results when you're making the call? Okay, you do see your own dice. Okay. Oh my goodness. Playing that game and LARPing as pirates? Oh, it'd be the best.
I sees him play and I says he's a liar. Yar. That there cup does not have the dice.
Everyone has X amount of D6 in their cup. So if you have a lot of 5s, you might guess that there are a lot of 5s on the table. That might tell others what you have. Ah, right. So, a round of Liar's Dice would be everybody shakes their cup and like slams it on the table, and then they have a look at their own dice and they see what they have. And then you need, did you say you need to call for a value higher than the previous person? So for example, if the previous person said 3 3s, for example, then you would have to say like 4 3s or like a total of 12 or something like that. So if you were to call 12, would it mean that your dice needs to at least have 12? Or does it need to be exactly 12? Because then when it comes around to you again, you can't bluff anything higher, right? Because, I mean, I suppose you could, in the sense that you could have been bluffing the first time and then you bluff your true answer after. Or 3 4, right? So it's not total. It's okay, sure. So you could guess there's 3 3s. So you need to either guess it's a higher number of 3s or a higher face, like 2 6s. So the person 1 in this case could say like 3 1s. Could person 2 say 1 2? Is that a viable call or? Okay. Right, so the person who called 1 2 might also have 3 4s, but their initial call is like a safe one up from the previous person. So when it comes around to them again, they could comfortably say 3 4s if they wanted to, if it hadn't gotten higher. Okay. Sure. No, when I'm saying the number, I'm assuming that you're making the call based on what you have, But as you pointed out, you can bluff anything, right? You're not calling your own dice, you're calling the dice at the table of all player pool dice together. Oh, right, okay, so it'd be 1 2 at the table. Okay. So as long as there is a 2 at the table, you've passed your check. Not that would go through, like somebody else would say something. Somebody else would make a bid. So if you have 3 3s, you may confidently feel confident in saying 4 3s, hoping that one more person has that 3 that you need.
Right.
But then, as you've said, somebody could be like, he definitely has those 3 3s. So if or like at least 2 or whatever, you're confident in your call because it's such a specific call that when it next comes around to you and you need to make a call, if the bet hasn't gone through, like the bid hasn't gone through yet, they can call you out on your second bid if you're forced to make a second bid. Interesting, though, that it's not contained to your hand, so it means that whatever bid you go with could technically still be true. There's always a chance. Social part kicks in and you start to sense where people are being truthful and when the lies kick in. Someone says 2 4s and you happen to have 3 of them. Call them out and they're gone. Wait. So if you call 2 4s and then 3 4s get revealed, don't they because isn't it at least 2 4s? Oh. Well, isn't it? Aren't you always going to get it wrong, given that? Because, like, nobody would ever be able to confidently bet any, like, make any bid. I call 3 4s. Well, there were 5 4s at the table, you lose. But I had 3 4s. Want someone to bet so big you think it can't realistically be true and call them on it. Yeah. Yep. That's my thought. Is there would be small safe bets that you could make early on before the bid goes through. Because I presume it works like any bidding game where the bid doesn't actually go through until like nobody's willing to call it. Or like liar is called or whatever in this case. Welcome back. How did your fortnighting go? That's a spicy chicken wrap. Playing Roblox right now because Fortnite got boring after 2 games. Yeah, fair. Fortnite got boring for me before I even played it. Ah, got him. No, I just I really don't like the Battle Royale format. Because like I play games with friends and it seems silly to have a format where if one of your friends dies, they're kind of just locked out for the duration of the game. It's also why it was really tough to play Valorant, because what would happen would be one person would die almost immediately, and then they'd just have to sit there watching other people play for like the next 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how long the round went for. It's I don't know. I don't enjoy games where people are just sort of sitting around doing nothing. Oh, bling. Feel like playing Valorant, actually? Yeah, fair. Alright, it's one of those games where there's an alternate world. There's a parallel universe where I got into Valorant. Unless I co-op with friends. I mean, does like an Overwatch count as co-op? You're cooperatively shooting people with your friends. I don't know. I enjoy team-based games like that. Play Yoru and just do all these wacky mechanics. Yeah, fair. I mean, that's the joy behind playing like a Smash Bros, right? Is you can load up, play your favorite character, do awesome things with them, put it away for the evening after that. Difference though is that Smash Bros doesn't have matchmaking. I know it does. No, it doesn't. It doesn't actually. You have non-friends as enemies, right? No, that's fair. But that's the best bit, is you can style on the haters. Yelling out, "Get destroyed," every time you get them. I mean, they can't hear you, but it's the thought that counts. She got me to play Rainbow Six Siege today, so you could play that too. I mean, it's to be expected. You only just started playing it, right? Of course you're not going to be good. Oh, that sharpness. Yes, that's what I was looking for. Heck yeah. Haven't played it in a year. It's one of those games where you would have to play it regularly to be decent. GTA Online for a bit with a bunch of friends. It was fun whenever we weren't getting griefed. One heist, you figured out the strat was just leave one person behind with all the money while the others got the getaway vehicle. Since you lose money whenever you've shot with it on you. So you spent the entirety of that mission just sitting in the back. Doug, you get the getaway vehicle. Gary, you rob the bank. Vanessa, you hack the systems. And Steve, you sit there and look pretty with the money. Started watching Bocce the Rock. You can relate to Bocce so much, you cannot talk to new people. Yeah. I told you. Bocce's my spirit animal. She's my, what's she? She's my being. She's my, Patronus, whatever, from Harry Potter. It is a chicken wrap. Mm-hmm. Dinner kind of fell through tonight, so we had to order in. It was good. It was good. Prisha just looks for a figure over because you want one. You missed the pre-order date. Yeah, yeah. Speaking of which, I need to get a Sora amiibo, and I need to get the new monster manual for DD 2024. Again, I've heard really good things where the new monster manual adds like weak and strong versions of things that really needed it. Like it provides like weak celestial creatures. Weak vampires. Strong goblin stuff, maybe? I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that specifically, but I've heard really good things. What do we have the classic Minecraft outro music playing from like 2014 YouTube? I've been trying to find more music to add to the playlist just so that, you know, variety is the spice of life and all that jazz. And it needs to be friendly for both Twitch and YouTube. This one made the cut. I don't know. It's nice to listen to something different very occasionally. Tavern music only 90% of the time. This is funny. Yeah, fair. I mean, you say that, but it was actually through that avenue that, oh my goodness, I actually hate this song specifically because one of the samples that they use for the tune, it sounds like somebody clacking keys, like picking up keys behind me, and I always have this insane urge to like whip my head around to see who's behind me about to leave the door or whatever. Not looking forward to figuring out what music to have if you do end up streaming my Lego building. I mean, if you're just streaming on Twitch, you can basically stream whatever. I'm incredibly particular, where I do really only want to play music where the artist is okay with me sharing their music. But most people just will just stream with whatever and they're fine. The worst case scenario for streaming copyright music is that your VOD gets muted afterwards. So if you don't have the same obsessiveness that I do, then you're probably fine for choice. Oh my goodness, this flat brush is actually incredible. Well then, quite frankly, Dust, you're screwed. It's not true. It's not true at all. But it will take a bit of work. Generally speaking, a lot of artists will have their stance on it on their website or on Spotify or whatever, actually written into their description or their terms of use or whatever. If you're really pressed for finding out where they fall on the matter, you can always, quickly send them a DM. And you can have what happens to be all the time, which is you just don't get a response. And then very occasionally you'll be lucky enough to get somebody to respond with like, yeah, go ahead, or no, I'd prefer not. But yes, I forgot how many complete reversal where we're back to the first thing that I brought up as soon as I started stream. I forgot how many amazing lines there were in the movie Tombstone. Future dust problems? Oh no, future dust problems are growing. But yeah, there are so many good lines. Like one of them that I actually laughed out loud when he said it. Are you gonna do something about it or just stand there and bleed? Is, oh my goodness, the funniest line. I need to pull that out in D&D at some point, just randomly. Just like beating the crap out of a goblin or something. And then hit him with that. Don't think you've ever seen it. It's a highly recommend. Highly recommend. It's really good. Like, it's an older movie, so there are some like editing choices that are a little bit, antiquated, a little bit clunky, that sort of thing. It kind of adds to the charm. And then obviously, like, it's one of those like boys being boys movies, so all of the female characters kind of take a backseat and kind of wave from the distance throughout the film. But I mean, it's a western. Yeah, kind of goes with the territory, unfortunately. But otherwise, no, like the dialogue's really, really, really good. The pacing's really, really, really good. The characters, oh my goodness, the characters. Highly, highly, highly recommend. From a series that is yes, no, maybe, I don't know. AOE, you just gave every possible answer that I could. Oh, that's amazing. Well. Oops. 2 seconds, BRB. I'll use it this time. Literally BRB. Like 30 seconds at most. pull you out of the rabbit hole. You're looking at Elgato Wavelink 2.0. Don't even own one of their mics. You're looking at the noise cancellation. Do you need it? Your volume seems fine. Like your mic seems fine. Don't love how the rotation of the pen works. I wish I could just like pick up the pen and move it like this to have the brush keep rotating, but that's not how it works. It works based on the rotation of your wrist, which, I mean, okay. It's just counterintuitive because with an actual brush I'd be able to actually roll it to get it to be the exact angle that I want and need at the time. But oh my goodness, the sharpness is helping. It's so good. Again, I need to consciously not render every single leaf because that's not the point of this. The point is to see if I can render a couple and get the job done with just that like illusion to it being fully rendered all the way through. For a little Overwatch was sent out, gonna be okay. Yeah, no stress. Currently trying to get people to do a challenge with you, not having luck with finding people. What kind of challenge? Not that I'd be able to help, given that I don't play most of the games that you play, but I'm curious. It's a portal for anime adventures for a secret unit you just got. Right. There are challenges in the like custom games. Oh my goodness, that's elaborate. Goodness, this brush just makes it so much easier. I can just add in sharp lines, breaking wherever. So for example, if I need just shape in there, boom, done. Couple of gestures here and there, bingus bongus. Okay. We've hit the 2-hour mark a while ago. Let me quickly. In theory, I should be able to throw this together. Lickety split. Found people. Nice. Nice, nice. You must now convince them to join you. Oh, you did that already. Excellent. Come do this challenge with me. We get awesome Transformer toys when we're finished. What? Transformer toys? Yes. Definitely. I'm not lying either. I don't know. It works every time. As soon as I hear somebody say, I'm not lying, boom, convinced. Super duper not lying? Oh my goodness. What do you need? Get money so you can get Vegeta. Honestly, I swear, some of these games that you play, Squid, it's like you're describing a fever dream. Liar? Well... I've been stun-locked. I don't know what to do when called a liar. Oh, actually, yes I do. I'm super duper not lying. Excellent. Nailed it. Actually, speaking of nailing things, have you guys seen the trailer for the Fantastic Four film? It has just released. Game where you can have Goku, Vegeta, Guts, Luffy, Dio, and Speedcar. It's Speedwagon, actually. Speedwagoner. Speedwagon. Yeah, fever dream. Yeah, yep. But yes, I want to hear thoughts. If you have seen the Fantastic Four trailer, what did you think? Called him by his name in the game because they can't have his actual name because of copyright. Thing's head is weird, but that's how it looks. That's how it's supposed to look. But that's fair. I mean, hey, there can always be a critique of how it's adapted, right? Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair. Haven't seen it? No, that's, again, more than fair. I recommend it though. Ah, you've got this. I believe in you. Billy, good news. The sharp flat brush is actually incredible. It allows me to chuck down shapes at a ridiculous pace. As long as they're, as long as they're, little narrow shapes like leaves. But this is good. I'm looking for brushes like this at the moment. Sleek Antique is the name of that one. Let me just chuck it down in a list here. Sleek Antique. What was the other one? The other one was called Frick. It wasn't called Frick. It's in Legendary. Yes, Spiritfarer. Boom. Okay, I'm liking that texture quite a bit. I've been specifically hunting for brushes like these for a while now. But at the same time, I've been actively just using the ones that I'm used to produce whatever illustration I'm working on at the time, because I don't know, just keep running out of time to just sit there playing with different looks. Plus, I mean, unless I've got a particular reason for wanting a specific brush, I don't really have the urge. But now I've found two very good ones. Excellent. I mean, I'm sure every brush in the brush suite is very good for its own reasons, but these ones in particular serve my purposes quite well indeed. Planning to stream for another hour and a half. I started stream an hour late, so I'll make up for it by streaming for an hour further into the night. I might reconsider though. We'll see, because I do need to get up for hopefully a morning stream tomorrow morning. So I can't go too late. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. If I feel like I'm getting tired, I might jump off so that I can carry the momentum into Dreamland. No, that's fair. That's fair. Hopefully I can get tomorrow's morning stream going. That way we can catch up in a few hours. Good luck, have fun, enjoy the pizza. Good job on not filling up on soup beforehand. Good call, I think. Not doing that. Doing meh could be better. It's hard without your usual ADHD meds. You need to clean up and prepare for interviews. And no, dude, you're good. You're good. No stress. Hey, if you just wanna vibe, that's more than fine. Here's where I about face and I go, but actually no, you need to fulfill your chatting criteria in order to enjoy a stream. That'd be so weird. You're not allowed to hang out here unless you're talking this amount. No, do whatever you want. You're good. No stress whatsoever. If you feel like chatting, I'm here to chat with. If you don't feel like chatting, I'm playing with brushes. I'm having a good time. You must be an active chat. You must. No, it's fine. Absolutely fine. I'm having a good time regardless. Whether you guys are chatting with me or not, I'm playing in my sandbox with my brushes, having a good time, painting leaves. Okay, so where I'm at currently, the thing that's really bothering me, quite frankly, is that back wall. It's the back wall that's driving me bananas, quite frankly. Which it shouldn't, because it's just supposed to be a stand-in, but, I mean... Here we are. It's supposed to be a stand-in, but I'm spending my time on it anyway. Yeah, exactly. I'm being driven up this wall. Okay, let's see. Sunlight is coming from the top right. So the reason why I'm getting antsy about it is because I'm not really getting a sense of like it existing at all. It looks incredibly flat. The only way that I can really solve that problem is by casting a bit of light on it. So let's do that. Oh, this one's a new one, Vincent. I don't think I've heard this one before. Castle Grove, you say? Okay. I'm all ears. Here's where we go to the blending brush. We're looking for highlights without too much grain, just because it makes it look too busy. Zoom out on the reference, zoom out here. What are we missing? The super duper pale binding agent that they've used actually looks quite nice. I'll see if I can replicate that, or if it looks awful, we'll see. Get through there. Boom, 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 boom. That immediately looks way freaking better. Excellent. I will tell the Lord. My lord, the castle architect has said that he's fixed your walls. Oh, that's excellent news. Glad to hear it. A little bit upset that he messed up the walls to begin with. But who am I to complain about an excellent repair job? Like the fact that the lighter color allows for lighting variation. Nice. So it gives it like pops the stone away from the grit as well, which is awesome. Sweet. Okay. Way better than what it was before. Excellent. And then as our last little pass, let's jump back to the thin, sharp brush. Just add in a little bit of contrasty bits in here. There we go. We are popping now. Excellent. Ah, huzzah. Glorious. Okay, cool. Done. So, what have we learned? One, Ivy takes quite a bit of time to render. Because even after all of that, I can see where I almost need to do a lighting pass where if I go through like a darker tone like that, oh, even something like that has helped immensely. I need to think of it more as a volume rather than a texture. I mean, it is a texture, but it has elevation, it has depth, all that jazz. So as soon as I account for that, it all of a sudden looks way better. So there's that. There's also the fact that I don't need to render like every single leaf. I just need to focus on leaves that represent the bunch. Like, for example, I could render that leaf there, and then just kind of allude to the rest of them going up the vine, and it does the job. We found a new brush that has done wonders, which is awesome. So it means that if I need a flat sharp, I've got one. If I need sort of more of a brush feather brush, I've got one. Boom. Sweet. Let's switch. Cool. We have switched landscapes. Grabbing a different reference. Cool. We've got our dirt texture, we've got our cottages, we've got our landscapes. We've got, I'm something of a worm myself. Actually, I should actually type it in. Worm. I'm something of a worm myself. We have cursed as all heck button. Excellent. We have all the things that we need. All the good things. Let's immediately see if we can apply this flat sharp to the grass. We should be able to, yeah. Oh, boom. Excellent. It's good for sharpening up detail, but not good for just getting everything splotched in quickly. So I'll hold off on using it for now. This wormhole, is it large enough for what we need? I don't believe so. I think we still need to like collapse it this way. Something like that should do the trick. Now we splotch in a bit of texture on this side. The movie Holes with Shia LaBeouf has nothing on this image. I mean, it has something on this image. There are a lot of holes in that film. Now that I think about it. Hole in the ground. There we go. Ja, es ist sehr nett. Und ist groß. Ja. Wunderbar. The fluorescent grass wasn't quite cutting it. Okay, there we go. Okay, light up the back of the hole. Is a sentence. Now, all I've really got in my head is somebody throwing a grenade into one of these earthworm holes, and then just like explosions happening all through. It's not how explosives work, but if movies have taught me anything, it's how explosives work. Where you throw a grenade into one of the earthworm holes, and then an explosion goes off, and all of the different holes have like explosions coming out of them. It's how it would function. Honestly. I reckon there'd be all sorts of problems like that, now that I think about it. For example, if a zombie apocalypse broke out, I reckon there'd be one moron who'd be like, I'm going to jump onto the back of this jeep with a giant machine gun and I will kill all of them. And then as soon as he jumps up, he just gets swarmed by zombies, because, I mean, they're zombies. They tend to swarm things. Movies are incredibly entertaining sometimes, but at the same time, the skills that they impose are not exactly useful. You got the tower? Nice. Good to hear. Good to hear. Nice. update on my end. We found a couple of really good brushes for certain textures. And then we switched over to the earthworm painting. Like for example, actually, I can. Oh, there we go. Look at that. The flat sharp brush works incredibly well here. Adding a bit of lighting to these. What does that do? Does it work? Kind of. I think I need to push them back further. Love humming outside of my range. That leads to it'll drop to a note too low or a note too high, and it just poof, explosion. Ever do that where you're singing along to a song and then you realize that you're singing in like slightly the wrong octave? You're off by 1 or 2. And then they go for a high note and you're like, oh god, that's way too high, and then you drop the octave in order to hit the high note. I like to think of it as like changing gears when driving a car. Like, oh god, I'm in fourth. Ah, that's way too high. Let's drop it down to first gear. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Play Deja Vu. Playing Deja Vu. Deja Vu. I've been in this place before. I am on the streets and I'm starting to lose control. I don't know. When I was getting ads for Initial D back when I was a kid, you'd think the first thing that crosses your mind is like, oh my goodness, it's so cool. They're like drifting and driving in the rain and at night and like, oh my god, like, you've got to make this delivery like in half an hour. Go, go, go. It's like, oh god, play the music. But is it bad that the first thing I thought of was just like, oh, well, they don't do a very good job of making sure that they've got like, they've set themselves up to be driving at the best of times. Like there are only so many times where you can, oh no, I have to drive really quickly and it's raining and it's at night and also my tires exploded. I know, they do it for drama and stuff, but still. Yeah, I need to push them back. Get out of here, trees. There are a few shows like that, actually, now that I think about it, that didn't really have any sort of appeal at the time. But coming back now, not that I watch those shows necessarily at the moment. I should, but not that I do. They seem way more appealing. Like, a good one is Ren and Stimpy. Ren and Stimpy as a kid was like, I don't know, morbid fascination. Like, oh my goodness, what are they going to do now? But then they start doing anything. It's like, I can't watch them pull out teeth. Whereas now, coming at it again now, it's like, yeah, they're big weird, yeah, they're gross and all that, like all that jazz. But the animation style and how kinetic the characters are with their movements, like how expressive the characters are, is like all of these things are just things you don't tend to really appreciate as a kid. Like you do pick them up, like you clearly, you're like watching these things for a reason, but you don't quite process the fact like, oh, it's engaging because X, Y, and Z. Nowadays, coming back to it, it's like, oh my goodness, all these things that I just didn't pick up on at the time. Courage the Cowardly Dog, another one, where it's like, yeah, morbid fascination occasionally, but I wouldn't watch that many episodes, and I'm kicking myself for not having done so because the animation style is so expressive, so expressive. They do so much with the characters. It also helps that I do like just weird, creepy things now, like the Magnus Protocol that we were talking about earlier. Just like horror-themed things are always really fun. So I don't know. It's kind of like learning languages. Back in the day, learning languages didn't seem that appealing at all. Nowadays, though, oh my goodness. Something. People's taste changes over time. I understand. Like, intellectually, I understand it is a thing that happens, but on the other hand, it's weird to actually experience it yourself. But I don't think it's really something that kids grow up with nowadays. I can't think of any animated shows where they just kind of let loose with the style to the point where it would be like strange, confusing, that sort of thing. Which is, on the one hand, like, I get it. I do understand. Fundamentally, you're trying to appeal to a certain audience, and if the style is just weird, that's not necessarily going to happen. But on the other, I don't know. It's a shame that strange things don't get made as often. That's not true. Like, plenty of strange animations and stuff on the YouTubes, but I don't know, official shows. The closest thing I can think of to something like a Ren and Stimpy nowadays is something along the lines of a "Don't hug me, I'm scared." That's got a Ren and Stimpy vibe to it. Again, it's an indie production company, but still, it's something. Okay. Let's see. Trees. I want to give the impression of a waxing and waning tree line. So the way that I can do that is having the treetops have a bit of height variety. If I have the height reduction be too uniform, I can have that problem that I had before, which was it feeling like the entire scene was fisheyed as opposed to like some elements being warped, which I don't want. I don't want it to look fisheyed. I just want it to feel like the landscape is flowy. There is a distinct difference, I promise. The problem with a fisheye effect is that it implies that it's just a lens effect and that these distortions aren't real, whereas I want these distortions to appear real. So I need to get rid of that fisheye lens in order for that to be. And with the trees fixed, I have, in theory, removed the fisheye. Rough Gabes? Well, because you didn't have somebody feeding on Lucio. Your life would have been so much easier if the fights were guaranteed to be finished within like 2 seconds, because your Lucio amped speed and ran into their backline. Not anchor enough by the sounds of things. Tough to hear, though. Sorry to hear it. You'll get it next time. Okay, I need to separate this edge from that background plane. The way I'm planning on doing that is good old ye olde contrast, but we'll see if that plays out the way that I want it, or if I start scraping. It'll probably be fine, just because I can see that the tops of these hills need to be a little bit lighter anyway. Time to add a little bit of lightness. Yes, right there. Whoop. Oi. Frick. Let's do it the good old-fashioned way. Bit of rotatey canvas. Oops. Oops. Oh my goodness, yes. That's the next step. I'll become a speedrun streamer, right? And I'll be learning a speedrun route. And every time I make a blunder, I'll go, oops, with a little old man voice. Oh my goodness. It'd be incredibly funny every time until the end of time. And because of how intricate a lot of speedruns are, that's all it'll be. All stream. 20 hours a day. 30 hours a day, baby. Just me sitting at my monitor going, oops, 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 oops. That's viewing. That's Hollywood, baby. That's cinema. That's kino. That hill looks better. Enough terrible ideas. What else do we need? Let's continue on those trees, actually. Before I get too distracted. Oops. 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 There we go. Another. Oops. Oh my goodness, I found the meta. If I'm getting tired and I can't think of things to say because my brain is just melted into a puddle, just sit there saying, oops. There we go. Oops. I won't actually do that. I'm so sorry. We're trying not to have people upset. I forgot. Oh, that's what the mission statement was. My God, it's gonna take every ounce of self-control in me to not say it now. Each time I need to control that. I'll never make a mistake ever again. Oh my goodness, there we go. It's the meta within the meta. If I never make a mistake, I don't need to. I won't have the urge to make the annoying noise. Just don't make any mistakes, forehead. Just applied atmospheric occlusion to the trees in the background, and they've just vanished, which is excellent. By excellent, I mean not exactly what I wanted, but we will get there. Hit them with the classic oops. what's currently occupying my brain is what am I gonna add to the rest of the landscape to add a wee bit more activity. We've already got the cottage, we've got trees in the distance, we've got like depth of grass in terms of like volume, but I don't know, it feels like we're missing another object, maybe set of objects. Heck, the first thing that comes to mind is having like a windmill here or something. Which we could have a windmill. No. No more architectural stuff. I need more landscape interesting elements. They don't need to be big either. It could be as simple as like a bush or a hole. No, well, I mean, it can't be holes because we've got holes aplenty at the moment. A sheep on the hill. Could work. Something. Oh, I was talking about fence posts, right? When I was initially gathering the references. That's basically exactly what I need. If I jump back a layer, posts. I can feel myself getting tired, so I might start to wrap up soon. We'll see. Ooh. The posts are helping. They're helping. Oh, right. Yawns are good. Yawns are good. Okay. We'll go another 10 minutes or so, and then I'll start to wrap up. We like yawns. Yawns mean that maybe sleep. And maybe sleep is better than not sleep. Better than definitely not sleep. Okay, if this is a walking path here, I need to loosen up the feeling of exact perspective on it, just because, I don't know, it's messing with my head. If I widen this one tile, or this one slab, it will break the sense of they're having to start big and go small as they go further away. Because I want it to feel like we're working with, you know, cobbled together random slabs of stone, right? I think that's, yeah, I think the posts have done it. Then presumably I'll be adding wildflowers as well, which will help. If I'm adding wildflowers, what color are they going to be? Probably something like this. Probably something like this. Still lame teammates, but you're getting some sick players here and there. I mean, hey, that's the dream, right? What if we go with a violet? Violet, you're turning violet. Which is not true, because she was turning like an indigo, if anything. But who am I to say that? Jason, Anna, and Mercy carrying together, shattering them both, making the Anna all chat well. Hey, I'd do the same thing. Blue, green, indigo where? I'd be that, yeah, exactly. Indigo straight to the juicing room, apparently, according to Willy Wonka. So we've got this blue. How you going, by the way, Biz? We've got that yellow. So the trifecta is, yeah, it's with this hot violet color here. Hot pink. I love color theory. In theory, those are like the primaries for this. A trichroma. How you going, bud? How's your day been? Color isn't just a theory. I don't know. I've never seen it. Can you truly prove the existence? Oh, there was that Vsauce video that came out like a decade ago where it was like, you can't actually prove that you're seeing the same color as other people. It's like, yes, this is true, but at the same time, if everybody overthinks it too much, we will just have scrambled eggs instead of people. It's I don't know, when it's a theory like that where it's like we will never truly know what another person is experiencing, blah blah blah. At that point in time, it becomes a philosophical question more so than like a theoretical one. Yes, color doesn't exist. It's all an illusion. Blah 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 blah. But functionally, we all see color in one way, shape, or form. Even colorblind people see color in certain ways, right? It affects them regardless of how real it is. It's just like true. It is. Kind of. It's information. color is information delivered by light. Oh, the classic. Oh my goodness. Whip this out at a party and just witness as you become the king of the celebration, regardless of whose party it is. They will all hoist you onto their shoulders and parade you around the room if you pull out this piece of trivia. Did you know that whatever you're looking at isn't what the color is? So, for example, this is my mouse. For example, my mouse is not like aqua colored. It's every single color of the rainbow other than aqua, because that is the light that this mouse does not absorb, and it ricochets that light frequency back to you. So everything that you see is like everything except the thing. So for example, this is not green. It's every color in existence except green, and then it's bouncing back like the one rejected color in the spectrum. Waiting for the day, but I say things like that beforehand. They never. You're jumping into the Facebook page of the party like, hi, has everyone been working out, ready to lift me up on their shoulders when I pull out a piece of trivia? Hello, hi, what do you mean I've been blocked? Hello? And then I go to trivia nights, and then everyone knows even more trivia than I do, and it just does things to my self-esteem. How's the card game going, Biz? Have you... I know that you've done a couple of tests here and there, but have you got like a fully accessible demo version yet? Or is it all... it would still be on Tabletop Simulator, right? I'm sorry, I should do a better job of keeping up with it. I've been seeing the illustrations and they look amazing. Yeah. No, I'll go through your Discord and read. Catch up to date properly. How's this? Have you settled on a name for it yet? I voted, but I didn't see I didn't see the outcome for it. Learn some things, making some changes. Oh, excellent. Cool. Most likely be called Realm Drifters. Nice. I believe that was the one that I did vote for. No, it's good to hear that you've gotten like tangible feedback from the testing process. The worst thing that can happen is you go through testing and you don't learn anything. Oh, the amount of times it happens. The amount of times where I approach someone, I'm like, hey, okay, so I'm working on this at the moment. Can you have a look and let me know, does anything seem like off to you? Does anything feel, does it feel like there's any aspect of it that you feel like I could improve on? And they have a look at worst piece of feedback you could receive is, no, it looks amazing. It looks perfect. Don't change a thing. It's like, oh, God, that's not what I wanted to hear. At least, if you tell me it's garbage, I can then refine that down. What layer is that? This one? No. Background draft? No. Main? Yes. Excellent. God. Nobody would ever be able to see that detail. It was personally irking me. But yeah, being crowned king of the party, I think, would be the worst thing ever. The one thing worse than attending a party is being the center of attention at said party and then hoisted around against my will. Actual nightmare scenario. Be a super effective Mortal Kombat finisher now that I think about it. You get down to 0 health, and it goes finish him or whatever, and your opponent just like stumbles up to you drunk and goes, "Hey everybody, look at this guy! Hey!" And then everybody like starts pouring drinks, like hugging you and stuff. Oh my goodness. Fatality. Just explode. Your skeleton explodes out of you. Have the tree line drop below here. There we go. Then we have one solitary tree, I guess. The more things change, the more they stay the same. I feel as though every time I become self-aware of what I'm working on, I'm painting another tree. Always seems to be the case. It's almost like my sleeper agent, sleeper agent programming kicks in and I'm painting another tree every time. To be fair though, kind of on me. Why do people throw in games? Well, in the same way that I was describing somebody being king of the party and being like hoisted around in a chair or up on people's shoulders or whatever, people enjoy being the center of attention. So throwing immediately puts all of your teammates' attention on you, and they get a mad kick out of it. It does good chemical things in the brain for people. Well, I don't disagree. Although I throw basically every game, so I'm a bit of a hypocrite. I can't talk. I've introduced, Billy, every element that I want in the image now, more or less. I just need to add flowers at some point. I need to sort out what I want to do for the trees. I'm not entirely sure, just because I feel like I've overdone it a bit, but at the same time, like the logic is there. If the tree line is wavering, then you'd have like semi presence of trees kind of along the horizon, but maybe not to this degree. It is a fence line. I felt like I needed something present. Let's do that. So we've broken the line. Broken the tree line. Then we get to here, and then let's say that these are different trees. So where those are pines over there, let's say that these are more field trees. So your classic kind of with a big bushy tree beard. Something like that, maybe. And if that's going to be there, then if anything, a secondary tree is going to be quite blah, blah, blah. Something like that. Then we could have like a little cluster of trees over here. What would you do personally, Billy, if you're working on this fantastical farm or whatever? I guess. I mean, I call it a farm. There's no farmland that's visible. But say that you're working on this farm in this cottage, and then a giant earthworm starts prowling your lot. What's the play? Step one. What are you doing? I mean, no, that's fair. That's a fair first step. Understandable. It's a given, if anything. let's have these. Drop. Oops. Like here. You know what I really need? Ugh, no, I shouldn't. Immediately what's come to mind is a scarecrow, which I'd love to do, but it just doesn't make sense. I don't have crops. Like if I had crops in the image, absolutely. But if anything, this is more likely to be a cattle farm, just based on the vibe. A little scarecrow over the top of the hill? No. I think it's too much anyway. I think we're fine. I think we're fine as is. You had 1,700 silver somehow? So you got the ornament? Yeah, fair. Did what I said mean nothing to you? No, that's fair. All good. Friendship ended with Billy. Giant worm is now my best friend. Makes the exotic cloak look different at last. Yeah, fair. No, that is fair, because at least with the warlock bond, it doesn't look great, but it's tiny. Whereas the the hunter cloak is the size of the sun. That's rough. Yeah. Okay. Now, I think with the holes, the churned earth kind of appears in the grass by like darker roots, if that makes sense. Like that. How much am I looking forward to rendering the house? A lot, because it's going to be way simpler than all of the environment stuff. It's going to be super satisfying as well, because it'll like slot into place when it's done. the stream of rendering the brick next to the ice dragon close-up piece. Which bricks? In the wall? Like in the wall over on the left? This should be way simpler given that it's just like painted plaster, right? Yeah. Hooey! That is a trip down memory lane right there. That was ages ago. I was a wee lad back in the day. A young boy. Only 20 bajillion years old at the time. Whereas now, I'm a great spirit of the land. 100 million billion years old. So, Mahali, how do you do world building in your D&D games? Oh, well, you just kind of throw numbers at the wall, really. I'm the Great Kraken, 100 million trillion billion years old. Seems legit. Yeah, well, the D floor, yeah, exactly. My players reclining in their seats. Here we go again. 100 million billion trillion years old. Yeah, okay. You don't say. And you also have a Scottish accent for reasons? Aye. Yeah, good. Good. Oh, I'll have a look. Back of the cloak is pretty. I'll be the judge of that. Hey, it is pretty. Oh, it's good. It's good, it's good. What the heck is that helmet? It's spiky as all heck. It matches the cloak really well. No, good choice, good choice, good choice. That's a good look. It's legit. That's what the kids say, right? New one that removes the top. Ah, right. Makes sense. Based on being paired with the class item. Wait. It changes based on being paired with the class item. As in, specifically the exotic class item. If that helmet gets paired with the exotic class item, it removes the hood. Ah, cool. You can't say both. You can't say both. It's a yes or no. It changes to match the class item ornament. Oh. Right. I don't know why I I jumped over to Discord as soon as you sent that message, because it's going to take you a while to send the following image. Alright, that was pretty cool. I actually prefer with the hood on, TBH. The threads don't glow with the hood up. Why not? What? Ornaments that pair with an exotic do that. They get special interactions. No. But why can't it be cool all the time? Like, I get the idea of having a cool thing associated with the ornament, but what if you've got all those components, but you just like the look better of the hood being up and the glow? Tough luck, yeah, okay. I mean, hey, it doesn't affect me. I don't play Hunter. I've got taste. Oh, just have to throw in the little dig at the end. Have to. I did that to myself. No, I should be jumping off like now anyway. It's late. Okay, so fix the tree line somewhat. Still not perfect. If anything, I need to fade out a lot more of the trees. Quite a few of them are still quite bold, where I don't really need them to be. I need to render the new fence line that I've put in. Once I've done that, I need to render all of the grass. Oh god. And then once I've done that, render the cottage. It's just that easy. But yeah. You do like the fence? Yeah, so do I. It gives a good sense of the distance at play, and then it also occupies like a bit more space on the left side of the canvas, which makes it, you know, feel a little bit meatier. I know that the idea is that the earthworm will be the thing that occupies the left side of the canvas. Just having something, you know, something. Cheat and render some of the grass. Applying a wave of the breeze, or render it in a wave for the animation. Yeah, it'll just be some of the grass. When I say I have to render all of the grass, I'm being hyperbolic. Like, if anything, it's just like this section here. If you can see what I'm like gesturing to on my screen at the moment. It'll be that section there that gets rendered. The rest of it is just like relatively fine. It's just little bits and pieces. In terms of wind going across the grass, I think I'll hold off, just because the point of this illustration is essentially just to be an animation test. As much time as I'm putting into it. I don't know. I want to make my first animated scene. I want to make it look nice. I don't want it to just be like Stickman go burr, you know. I've done plenty of Stickman go burr in the past. Quill, I'm sorry, I don't mean to refer to you as Stickman go burr, but functionally. But yeah, that's me. That's me done. Gonna head to sleep now. Hopefully I can get enough sleep to stream in the morning. God willing. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with the progress. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. The missed streams are making it take longer, which I'll acknowledge. So it shouldn't be taking this long in overall feel, but missed streams aren't helping. It's fine. We will get there. We will get there. In other good news, the big illustration that I've been working on for a couple of months now is basically done. It should be done by the end of the week, which is super exciting for me. I'm super stoked because it's been giving me all sorts of hell up until now. So getting to the point where I'm happy to send it to the moon is just, it's good. It's good. It's good. Anywho, let's go raid a Woad. Haven't been over that way in a while. Snooze the ad break. There we go. Raid Woad Worm. Boom. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Hope you had fun. Survived my ramblings as I went insane. Hopefully morning stream tomorrow, and then gameplay stream on Friday. Look forward to it. I'll have the details up for the art fair. I'll have that up tomorrow. So if you want to look into that, if you want to do something for it, it can be super chill. Like you could do a stick figure for it if you want. No stress whatsoever. That'll be up there. So have a look at the Discord for that. Otherwise, have an excellent rest of your day or night, depending on where you are. I'll catch you around. Bye.